Love these oyster beds in here. This is cool.
They're gonna be out in front. The good ones are gonna be 5-6 feet in front of the mangroves on that drop.
What about over here on the dock side?
Same old dock patterns like you're used to. You can look up there, Blair, and see where that bank comes up out of this channel.
Yeah.
Those fish love laying right on that gnarly edge from the deeper water to the shallow water. Blair, from about where that channel marker is, for about 50 yards up there, if we're gonna catch fish, that's where he's gonna be.
We'll see if they all have bad habits like they do on the East Coast. Eating the old brown doggy.
Everybody I've talked to said the trout are just going crazy over here. More 20 to 24 inch trout I've heard this year than probably any in the past.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, everybody's getting them, man.
I could sure start the day off with a trout. Get that moombaki off the boat. I started with a pretty nice trout with your brother the other day.
Yeah, you did.
Man, that's a nice little oyster ball there, ain't it? Oh, that's good for that snook's belly. Pow!
Fish on.
There he is, brother, right there. What we got? It's staying down.
Like a redfish, doesn't it?
It does have that redfish mentality to it. It's a little tiny little rat red out of the canals here in Apollo Beach. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. I'm your host, Capt Blair Wiggins, and over my left shoulder here, we got Brian Watts of Watts Brothers Fishing. We're fishing Apollo Beach. It's winter time. You see, we're in turtlenecks on a cold winter morning.
I'll tell you, they ought to be up there.
There he is. It looks like it could be a snook.
Snook?
A snook. A snook in the wintertime. That ain't supposed to happen. 12 o'clock, back the other way. You know, one thing I like about fighting fish in the wintertime is just, you know, like a snook or trout or anything, it's so hard for them to give up because they're cold and full of smoke.
I'll tell you what, that's pretty good fish.
Oh, that ain't a bad snook at all.
Bad snook.
He ate that cow up, didn't he? Come here, dude. Look at that, right in the corner.
There you go.
Hey, snook.
Blair, you know it's cold. It's first day of snook season. The fish was set up perfect. I mean, we're on a flat that's just gnarled up with oyster bars, little croppings, and they're laying up there trying to absorb some of this sun. We've had a lot of cold weather, man.
It is, and this is Cam Bryan's area. And as you can tell, we are with one of the Watts brothers this morning, catching snook in Apollo Beach over here on the west coast near Tampa Bay. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We're gonna show you something different at the end of the show, but y'all gonna have to tune in for that. But for right now, we're catching snook. That is the targeted species. Y'all stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you, sir. And off he goes. Cold weather little snook lamb just sitting there. Kingfish, come on, Mr. Kingfish. Woo, get another there.
Put him in the live well.
That, my friend, is a blue runner. Kingfish time. I want to take a little bit down and show you what we're doing. We've moved offshore now about 8 miles, and what we're doing with these blue runners, we're taking them and hooking them right in the snout and coming back along with this eagle claw treble hook right here and just hooking them in the top of the dorsal fin. That way it gives them range of motion to swim. Kind of looks natural in there for these kingfish when they come up. So Let's see what happens. Here's your bait check for today. It's a simple kingfish rig. Y'all can come book in and catch you some kingfish. And let him do the swimming.
They're in a transition period, moving in from the offshore deeper waters coming in. They'll move in within 5 or 10 miles of the shore. Nice gags, and along with snapper as well.
You got the thing twisted up yet?
Hey man, I'm a professional, so I just gotta have the perfect haywire twist here. Your rig's only as good as the weakest link, man.
What Andy's got us doing here is we got a piece of structure right here, as you can tell from the other boats that are sitting out here on us now. But what we're doing is going up current, drifting back, up current, drifting back, and catching king. This guy's getting nervous. Look at him. Look at him. There's a lot of kingfish down there. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's kingfish.
Huh?
That's kingfish. That's what we were marking the last time we picked one up.
We should be slammed here in a second, man. There we go. Fish. Fish on. Woo! The targeted species right there. That's why they call them smokers. He just smoked a bunch of line off this sucker. We're all right, Andy.
We're all right?
I think so. I believe so. That's a nice kingfish, I'd say.
That's a good kingfish, dude. You want to go after him, Blair?
Yeah, I'm in the backing.
Okay.
Let me get up front. There he goes. There he goes, brother. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. You might see what we got on the other end right here. We are offshore Inglewood right now. Got the 2300 bay boat, and we're catching kingfish. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing.
Don't pop him off, Blair.
Don't pop him off. Don't pop him off. Okay, I'll go a little looser. You always get anxious when you get the first fish of the day. That one didn't take long, Andy.
Nah, I seen him on the screen.
Didn't take long. Yeah, that screen showed him up, and bam, next thing you know.
He come up skied it too, buddy.
It's kingfish. That is a nice kingfish. Look, he did. He's gonna come around again. How did I get a knot in my Power Pro? Well, it just goes to show you, if you get a knot in your Power Pro, it will hold. You ever had fried kingfish?
No, I never tried it. I heard it was good.
It is awesome stuff. Oh, look at that kingfish. Nice king. Let's see. That, brother, will work. Let me get my fingers out of his mouth. How's that for a kingfish? Way to go, brother. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Some more addictive fishing. Never know what you're gonna catch fishing with a tadpole. Catch them up. They're definitely there. This is Bonefish Bend, man, right here. So where are these, they hang down here or up here? Or
Far down here in the left-hand corner, usually. You can catch them anywhere out here, Blair. If we had some sun, we'd be doing a little better. We got a couple pieces coming through. We might get a little sun.
Couple of holes in it. You got lunker sauce on that? I can smell that thing downwind.
Lunker sauce.
Lunker sauce. Look at them, they're tailing.
Look right there. They're tailing right there.
Bonefish tailing. Unbelievable. Check it out. Right there. Look. Oh, they don't like that trolling motor at all.
No, they don't. You know what we need to do, Blair? We need to take this off and let me pull.
You think you pull? Just leave it down. Don't touch it. Welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. With tadpole again in Key Largo, in the Florida Keys. It's the winter time, and as you can see right here in front of us, we got bonefish tailing. So we just get tadpole up on the platform here, because bonefish don't get this big being dumb. We found them, so now we're gonna get real quiet. Get up on them.
See them right here, Blair?
Oh yeah, just putting their tips up.
Barely putting their tips up yet. They're just laying there. You see them?
Tips, that is. How can you tell if they're female?
They're right dead in the middle. They're just laying there.
I'm gonna line them. Look at their tails, dude. If I line them, I'm gonna spook them. What I mean by lining the fish is if I throw over the school and the line goes over them, it's gonna spook them. Look like they're moving to the right. I'm gonna try to the right of them. Over. Come on, fish. Come on, baby. Those are big bones. All right. Well, welcome back. Well, it looks like we don't have to close the show after all. We got us a bonefish on, and it's the winter time. We got the sun finally popped out on us here in Key Largo, and we got a bonefish here in deep water in the Florida Keys. Oh, it's a nice one. And one thing good about this area here where we're fishing, you know, there's no sharks you're gonna have to worry about here in deep water. Like on the flats, I know around the flats here in Key Largo, we had sharks one time that was all over the bonefish. Didn't even really want to catch them, there was so many sharks. Well, how about that, Mr. Tadpole?
Yeah, but you know what? He's a bonefish in the wintertime, buddy. That's a tough thing to do when the water's cold like it is. I bet this fish is really chilly when we grab him out of the water.
Oh, he's probably gonna feel like ice.
Yeah, he's gonna be cold.
Look at his tail, he's all lit up. Can I grab him?
Can I grab that rod? Yeah.
You can grab that rod. I'd love to grab that fish.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, these things are, you know, I've always said it, the more bonefish I catch, the more addicted to these things I get. I mean, if y'all ever get the chance, Tad is the man to catch bonefish in Key Largo. Upside down?
Yeah, there you go. Very nicely done.
Yeah, hook's gonna come right out. That, oh, easy, dude, easy.
Got the hook cleared?
Yeah. It's a little Eagle Claw bait saber hook. We're gonna flip him over and show him to you. You're right though, Tad. He is cold.
Is he really? Freezing?
Yeah, come on, easy, buddy. Oh, these things are all muscle, as you can see by the way it was pulling the drag out. I tell you what. They are nice. Come on, good feet. I'm gonna hold him over here just in case he pops off. There he goes. Bloop. And away he goes. Man, that water is chilly.
Chilly.
Tell you what, no matter what time of the year though, you come down here to the Florida Keys, stop off in Key Largo, come fishing with the Tadpole.
Thank you, sir.
What?
Boy, it's cold.
You know how cold that water is?
Yeah.
That fish was pretty cold too, but it's winter time now, and to come bone fishing, I'm not gonna give away Tad's spot here, but look for the deep holes, and as you can see, we're using their favorite bait, which is shrimp, and you know, any estuary where you got freshwater and saltwater meat, you're gonna have them little shrimp, which is their favorite food, which is, I'd like to have another one on there, sir.
I just happen to have one right here for you, buddy.
Said I call this the microwave. I come in here for my 5-minute flounder.
5-minute flounder.
Yep. When I need one in a hurry. You gonna put the power pole up right and just go down the edge? So that current's kind of washing bait through there, and they use those pilings to just kind of ambush the bait. So pretty much whatever comes by the piling, they're gonna jump out and grab it.
Kind of like a snook just sitting in there under the current, but unlike the what's down south. But you were saying you had some snook up here, right?
Yeah, I probably caught like at least 20 snook this year, this summer.
No kidding.
Fishing the brackish water tributaries of the St. Johns River.
Jacksonville.
Yes.
Jacksonville snook.
You know, I guide for stripers, and the stripers have been kind of tough to catch lately.
Stripers, huh? Well, where in the world could we go catch a striper?
Right here in the river.
In the river, huh?
I have to probe a little deeper if you want a striper.
We can do that. We can definitely do that.
They hang out around the bridges and these industrial docks around here.
Well, the other place other than Louisiana that I've ever heard of people catching bass when they're pre-fishing for the redfish tournaments is here.
You get trout and reds mixed in with the largemouth, sometimes the stripers.
Those are fish too.
Just a flatty.
It's a good little whack. Did you get hit?
Yeah, a little bump, probably a flounder.
There he is. Get up there, fish.
That's redfish, huh?
Oh, come on, Power Pro, don't fail me. Come on. Uh-oh. He's still on there, I can feel him. He's out. Battle the Bridge, part what? Nice little redfish. Nice little redfish. You said it 2 pilings, and it was about 2 pilings, and we got one. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. Can you grab that rod for me, please, Chris?
Yes, sir.
We're here with Captain Chris Holloman on the St. Johns River in what they call the First Coast.
First coast, that's it.
The First Coast, Jacksonville, Florida.
Largest first coast.
We're gonna be catching hopefully all sorts of species today, but right now, this first fish of the day is a nice little redfish on what my producer loves, the old cow. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We'll catch some fish on the First Coast today. I had a nice hit right here. Might be back away from this a little bit. There's a nice little spill coming through. You said they're just sitting there waiting for the bait to come by, huh?
Yeah, the reds will be under the dock, but sometimes the flounder will be out here on the open flat. It's like a white sand bottom.
Well, you wouldn't know that today.
No. Sometimes you can throw like little lip divers, and on that corner right there, you can sometimes catch them. Trout and reds.
We have a girl that works with us, Patrice. Her name's Treese on the forum. There's a hit. There's a fish too. Oh, that's a nice one. Anyway, she just they cleaned their first flounder the other day.
Really?
And took it home and ate it. They were so proud of it. It was a good flounder. It's a good fish. Can't tell what it is.
Oh, nice red.
Oh, it is a nice red fish. Look at the head on that thing. You want to grab the rod?
Yes,
grab
sir.
this guy. You know what, Chris? I don't know why you're showing me these places. That FLW's coming to town.
I got you.
And that one right there could be a good FLW redfish tournament fish right there.
I guess I'll be getting a commission with you on your winnings. Huh?
You know, I'll say it a million times. I'll say it probably every time I catch a redfish. No matter where I go, they pull and they pull hard, and I love catching them.
You don't got another one of these tails, do you?
I got plenty. I got plenty. See you later, guy. Off to fight another day. Well, Chris, as y'all can see out there, we're kind of dressed a little abnormal. It was about 48 degrees this morning when we started, and they did get their first snow up north, but it's still gonna warm up to about 75 degrees today. We're gonna catch some more redfish. Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Addictive Fishing. A little different format, like I told you at the beginning of the show, but we showed you a lot of good fish. We went fishing with a lot of good captains. It's just sometimes the weather is so cold, the fish just don't want to cooperate. Y'all ever get a chance to do any of the fishing that you see right here on the show, you can go right to the website, addictivefishing.com, and book the guides that you see. So until next week, y'all have a good one, tight lines, and enjoy the tunes.